And with more people getting vaccinated, it's causing multiple issues, including some long lines at the state's largest vaccination site. The backup going nearly a mile. Check it out. Earlier this afternoon, this is from the Cliff Castle Chopper, the state telling us a list of reasons for the backup. The first was because of that 2 p.m. shift change for volunteers, another because of some supply issues, and then finally the heat. ABC 15's Nicole Grigg live in Glendale for us. Nicole, are you still seeing those long lines there?
Katie, I am seeing the long lines and a lot of frustrated people. Right now, I'm at Maryland Avenue. I'm about a half-mile away from the entrance to the vaccination site. All we see is brake lights, lots of honking out here. Some people, one woman told me that she was 45 minutes just to get to where I am. And if you take a look, the line goes as far as the eye can see. The state has given me a number of reasons why there are backups. They say issues during that shift change. The state also saying there was a supply chain issue and then issues with the iPads because of the heat. This is video we took just after 2:30 of how many cars were backed up along 95th Avenue. The line going past the Coyote Stadium, making people sit in their cars.
That whole place was packed. I had my daughter in the car too.
Virginia Machella has sat in a long line. Over the weekend, she waited hours for her vaccine.
I went Saturday night. My appointment was at 8:51. I got there at 8:20, and then when I got there, it was just gridlock. We were behind the light for about 30 minutes. And then when we did make it through the light, there were a lot of people cutting in, and there's no attendants out there.
A spokesperson for the Department of Health tells ABC 15 that part of the problem on Tuesday is a short-term gap in supply that has been addressed. Along with a shift change, we're also told that those hot temperatures caused iPads to need to be switched out frequently. The state says that they're well-staffed, but on Tuesday they sent out an email on behalf of their contractor asking for more volunteers at state-run sites.
If we can push more to the pharmacy, yes, you give up the limelight, but you meet people where they're at.
Wendy SMITH-REEVE is the state's former emergency management director. She says we should not have to rely so heavily on these mega sites.
Meeting people where they're at is going to increase the number of people being vaccinated. So getting into their communities, getting to those pharmacies, getting to those primary care physicians, they've already got established trust, established relationships.
The state says the typical wait time is 30 to 45 minutes, and there will be changes coming to this largest site. Starting this weekend, they'll move to overnight hours. They will vaccinate the same number of people in 16 hours as 24 hours, but they don't expect wait times to be impacted. And, you know, I am seeing and hearing lots of stories. We just saw one man walk and run into a car. Some of the concerns people are bringing up to me is there are no bathrooms. One person walked all the way down to the Carl's Jr. just down the road to make sure that they have food. Some people have kids in their car. So if we're talking a 2-3 hour wait, if you're a parent, you can only imagine. Lots of honking out here. Again, we haven't seen any law enforcement out here helping direct the traffic. One person told me that their dad saw the line as far as Glendale Avenue, and he decided to turn around and go home. One thing that the State Department health officials have told me is that if you do not show up to your appointment within 24 hours, you will be considered a no-show. We're live in Glendale. Nicole Grigg, ABC 15, Arizona.
Yeah, to face that after the whole effort to make an appointment. By the way, if you are still looking to book a vaccine appointment, we've tried to make it a little easier for you. One website with all the information you need, all the phone numbers, the locations. Just head over to abc15.com/vaccine.